Uh, uh, I guess we're live. Oh yeah, I'm back. I'm back again from where I started from where we left off. The game crashed for some odd reason. Don't know how it happened. Don't know why it happened, but it did. I'm as clueless as you are. No. Before we do anything, I have to go in and change the title of the freaking video. God, I have to do so much just to play the game. Go here. Come on. You can do this. Come on. Do that. Not that. Go here. Part number. Yeah, you know that's good enough. That's freaking good enough. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm so annoyed. Okay, I'm not gonna talk too much now. We're just gonna play the game. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Yes, Your Excellency, we are ready. Council. According to your registration details, your name is I can't pronounce that. I won't pronounce that. God, what's wrong with me? Yeah, that's your name now. Oh yes, I had to come up with a suitable male name for you for this little venture. So I'm afraid to say I simply put down the first name that sprung to my mind. Well, Council. Yeah, that's right. That's me. I mean, yeah, look at her eyes. This is the one bit that caught my attention about the game. Like, they actually show a proper emotion. Ryotaro. Ryu. I'll call you Ryu, okay? Who has vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruhodo clan. It seems you to consider how better to uphold his manly act and not overdo it. Okay. And those wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax and listen. Naruhodo? I don't like this dude. Again, I know I said it in the last live that he gets under his skin, and you'll see why he gets under his skin. But that expression, like this, like he's so full of pride and so like he has that kind of macho bravado that makes him superior than everyone else. While in reality, he is so beneath everyone. Well, you know what? Am I a hypocrite? I just called myself superior to him. No. Neither is he superior or inferior. He just thinks the world revolves around him and that he's just one big, perfect lawyer. Ugh. His cousin. That's right. What? I'm his cousin? Well, it was called to be the capital for his trial. Okay. I assure you, in matters of law, his knowledge rivals that of any of Tokyo's preeminent lawyers. Any of them! Dude, I don't like him. Dude, shut up. That's not my name, Ray! Keep your cool and calm down! Be patient! Stupid. Please be careful, Ray. Don't ruin this. Tomboy we have here. Skittish eyes very much suggest that he is not. Dude. Look! The dude was nervous as well, but he won the case. I played as him. And you will win too. I know, I believe in you. Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand what Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, eyes are... What? Like it or not, eyes are wont to flit. Can someone explain that sentence? Is the grammar correct? Like it or not, eyes are wont to flit. I have no idea what that means. Well, I don't think the grammar is correct. Anyway, the judge has something to say. The case to be heard on this day is the matter of great significance to our national interests. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that the outcome of this trial may well affect the very future of our empire. Just like the trial 9 months ago. Oh, so this is after 9 months. I see. Oh yeah, so basically Japan and the British, the UK, they signed a treaty together so that the both of them could work together, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's all I could say right now. And yet for proceedings of such importance, we have this unknown yokel by the dock. Dude, I hate this dude. I just don't like him. No, I don't think anybody will like him. Sure, assess me, Judge man. Judge Saab, to determine whether you are sufficiently competent to practice in this court. 9 months ago, when you said another, Naruhodo stood where you're standing now. Oh yeah, I remember. It's just, he'll just ask something about the case that we're about to deal with. Ask certain questions like, what's the case about? Who, the name of the person who got murdered, the name of the defendant, blah blah blah. Yeah, And even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colors. For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, this would be easy. Do you consent to answering some simple questions? Of course I do. I'll consent. Guys, I don't know if either if the judge is blind or if everyone. You still look like a girl. Fuck it. The game has its own logic. Okay, alright, it's time to prove myself. Yep, she literally just did that. And this is why I like the game. It goes above and beyond. Like, goes beyond the Call of Duty to show us these emotions. But please don't make them simple. Very well. To start with, you will state the name of the victim. I have no idea who the victim is. What's the matter? Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand something else Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, minds are... Again with the... Minds are wont to blank. Bro, am I reading this right or am I delusional? That's not proper grammar. Why am I complaining and why am I shouting? Like, God. It's, what time is it? It's 10:33 a.m. and you're shouting. What the hell, OP? Yeah, Daddy makes a point. A dismal failure. Don't fret, you need only use the knowledge you've gained as a judicial assistant to overcome the problem. And I can't talk right now for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with my tongue, or is the way I'm thinking, or my mind can't come up with words. Maybe I'm so shit at English and my vocabulary is limited. Like, God. Oh. The core record, yeah, remember that? Yeah, the core record. Just press E and you'll find it. Then you need to flip to the people section by pressing E again. Exactly. Oh God, okay. This is where, okay, I want to read this. Time of death just after 2 p.m. Death is believed to be due to trauma to the victim's lung from a knife blade. Only a single wound was identified. Let me read this. Yeah, it's the same person, Giselle Brett. Female, British. Time of death, 11 August around 2 p.m. Ascertained by examination and witness statements. Cause of death, single, deep stab wound from behind, piercing a lung and resulting in a fatal hemorrhage. Death would have occurred within minutes. Notes: extreme meiosis, pupil constriction was observed in both the victim in both eyes. Okay, the reason I'm reading this is you have to remember every detail because the prosecution can use this against us. Press E again, and it's evidence. No. It's her, dude. The victim of the case was a former British exchange student. Yeah, I remember. And she's 25 now. What is the name of the victim of the case? Why? Oh, yeah, that is
Yes.
Yep, over the top. Over the top expressions, over the top dialogues. What? Nobody likes that name? A name that will never be forgotten in the courtrooms of our country, I'm sure. Yeah, she made everything worse, to be honest. Yeah, I understand the significance of the name, but the viewers won't know the significance. As you know, Miss Brett was a visiting student from the Empire, Great Britain. Why then is her name indelibly associated with our own Empire judicial history? We won't have forgotten that case from 9 months ago. But if it's proving hard to recall the finer points, for record. Wait, what? She was found guilty of murder by visiting prosecution. I remember that. Obviously, I still remember. That was the start of everything. So bad. Behind the woman student persona was the face of a killer.
Yes.
Yup, that happened. Giselle Brett. Yes, she was a killer. Yep, these are the same pictures. I like this showing us the past. At the time, our country had just signed a new treaty with the Empire of Great Britain. And I told you guys that before, I remember. And it was in the midst of this delicate diplomatic situation that the incident occurred. An Englishman, Dr. John H. Wilson, was shot dead. I believe he was an associate of yours, Professor B. Kotoba. Yes, I was indebted to the man. He been my mentor when I went to London to study forensic medicine. As a visiting professor at the university. Naturally, the murder of an Englishman on our soil was a matter to the government wished to resolve rapidly. Indeed it was, which is why a secret trial was conducted here at the Supreme Court. Yes. A student of the Imperial University was arrested on the suspicion of murder. That's us! A second-year English language student by the name of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. And that's Kazuma! With the help of his best friend, a student lawyer, the accused conducted his own defense. And there she is, the murderer, the killer. And exposed the despicable crime committed by Miss Giselle Brett. Spoilers! Haha. Miss Brett eventually admitted to her crime. However, when questioned about the motive that drove her to ask Dr. Wilson's life, she gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion. Immediately after the trial, the British government brought its consular jurisdiction into play. We were unable to sentence Miss Brett according to our empire's laws. It was decided that she would be removed to Shanghai, China instead. Why Shanghai? There's a British consular court there. Correct. I oversaw the negotiations personally. The date of her transfer to Shanghai was finally settled upon only last week. All that remained of her empire's obligations was to see the women safely on board. And yet, the very day before her departure, the English woman was killed. Only the day before. Gotta remember these sentences. Here, these are key points. There's no wonder they're highlighted. That will do. I'm satisfied that the counsel for the defense is sufficiently capable of representing the defendant. Oh. Thank you, Excellency, over the first hurdle. Now, a summary of the incident, if you please. Prosecutor Ouchie. Yeah, as is your wish, Your Excellency. You know, I'm gonna turn on autoplay, but let me read this. The repugnant crime took place on the 11th August in broad daylight. Okay. On the outskirts of the Imperial capital under a dry blue sky at a secluded bathing spot by the sea. The incident occurred inside a small beach hut erected for the bathers to rest or change their clothes. The cause of death was a single stab wound to the posterior abdomen that pierced the victim's lungs, an injury which proved fatal. Yeah, sorry I muted. I had to mute myself there. Mommy had to come in and talk to me for a while, but now I'm back. It's all good. There were two persons. Is that? I would just read what it says. There were two persons alone together in the beach hut at the time of the victim's death. Miss Brett in her bathing attire, and the accused, Ray Mbami. Accordingly, there can be no doubt of the accused guilt, especially when we consider she had a powerful motive. The police arrived rapidly at the scene and promptly arrested the young lady. What was the motive? What was the motive? Now everybody's... Well... That extraordinary description of events leaves me to someone lost for words, I must say. That's certainly true. The prosecution's summary was full of words that raise an awful lot of questions. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick out the prosecuting on what he said about a powerful motive. I wanna ask that. Hey. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Prior to your work with the whose research were you assisting then? Dr. I understood. Dr. John Wilson. Why are you afraid? Don't be nervous. Now I understand the motive. Now he's gonna say that just because she killed him, she wanted revenge. So she killed the English woman. I understand. I get it now. Dramatic music. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I could have guessed that. I saw that a mile away. Is that not true? Yes, Dr. Wilson was a wonderful man. Then tell the court what deep-seated feelings you had towards the Englishwoman who killed him. A powerful hatred. Stop talking like that! Oh, exactly! You're not supposed to say that in court! Don't use your emotions. He just proved his point. The motive was revenge. Plain and simple, Your Excellency. I like, I like this guy right now. The first episode, he acted like shit. Now he's acting a little bit cool. Well, it was clearly a trap all along. How wicked of him to raise undying respect for a mentor against her like that. Yeah, I would do that too if I were a lawyer. I must find out more details and something we can use to bolster our defense. Now, as a lawyer, I really ought to pick out the prosecution counsel what he said. Okay, we know about the powerful motive. Being alone together. Membambi-san. Naruhodo-san. I'm really sorry to wish we'd made my alias Ryunosuke. She doesn't like that name. Please tell the court why exactly you were present at the baiting spot with the victim in the first place, and why you were alone with her. The detective who was guarding Miss Brett for starters. I was just asked to accompany Miss Brett as a companion, that's all. But let us be clear. At the moment of her death, you were alone together with the victim in the hut. You and no one else. The truth is, there is only one reason why this young woman accompanied Miss Brett on her bidding. I get it. You're gonna say something really dumb right now. To kill her. Oh, yeah, I get it. It was the accused's last chance to take the victim's life, yeah. No. As we know, he's making a lot of sense. Nice choice of words, Ochi. Kindly refrain from conjecture, counsel. I don't like his attitude, but he's actually really cool, to be honest. The prosecution counsel seems to enjoy using provocative tricks like that. But for now, at least, we need to assemble more facts. Try not to let him go, do you? Exactly, we need more information. Now we talk about the bathing spot. Oh. Clearly my modernity has confused the poor country bumpkin simple mind, oh god. Bathing spots are the very latest trend in health practices from the West. We are told that the bathing in the water of the ocean is curative, therapeutic, and excellent for the skins. No, that's not what I meant. Even the guy is dumb. I knew he was about to explain the whole thing. I was referring to the fact that Miss Bread had to all intent purposes been found guilty of murder. Why would a known criminal have been relaxing by the sea? Yeah. Now what? Cat cut your tongue? For old time's sake, I believe. Excuse me, what? Miss Bread was to depart for Shanghai the following day. Her final wish, as it were, was to enjoy a day at our country's wonderful coast. And the British embassy put extreme pressure on our government to comply. But exactly, like she killed someone and you will request us to do something like that for her? Nah. Because as our government is unable to stand up to foreign powers. In matters of diplomacy, it seems we don't even have the courage to decline the whims of a known criminal. You get permission. In any case, it was decided that with a dedicated detective on duty, nothing could go wrong. But in fact, a murder took place. I said, don't look at him. He was that youngster who did it, not I. No one has proved that yet. I wouldn't provoke the man if you don't need to. I believe we all have a clear picture of the incident now. Despite her guilt being determined 9 months ago, Miss Bread managed to avoid incarceration instead of continuing her research work at the university. Obviously, over that period, she and Ray would have encountered each other a number of occasions. Seeing the murderer of the mentor for whom she had such great respect enjoying such undeserved liberty. Yes, even if it was only temporary, only Miss Brett's extradition to Shanghai. You can hardly blame Ray for her feelings of anger and resentment. You know what? I'm gonna end it at that. I won't play too long. You know what? I won't go live for this game. I'd rather just record it and then upload it later. So yeah, we go back and save the game. I'll save it. Yeah, I'll save it here. Yeah. Okay. And with that, I hope all of you enjoyed these 3 episodes that led to absolutely nothing. I agree, it had nothing to do with anything, but I did my best. So, I hope all of you have a a happy day, and I hope all of you live a happy life. Till next time, everyone, tell somebody that you love them, give them a big ol' hug. Allah Hafiz.